Okay, so Mr. Chair, alam natin global ang crisis at nagtaas ang presyo ng gasolina, diesel, etc. sa buong mundo. Pero ang dapat po malaman ng mga kababayan natin ay ang pagtaas sa Pilipinas ay kabilang sa pinakamalaki na pagtaas sa buong daigdig. Top 2 pinakamahal na gas sa buong mundo in terms of rate of increase, no, 71.6, and top 3 na pinakamahal sa buong mundo o pinakamalaking pagtaas in terms of diesel sa buong mundo po, no? Next slide. So ito visualization, this is cited by an international news agency, so vetted naman po yung information. Pinakamataas po sa gasolina yung rate ng increase in the past month, no, during this crisis. Myanmar, tapos 100% ang increase. Ang Pilipinas ay more than 70, something like 77%. Next slide. So, ayan po, no, so among the countries, gasoline prices 71.6% ang tinaas mula Pebrero 23 in a 1-month period sa panahon ng krisis. At ganon din sa diesel, kung makita yung next slide. 111% ang rate of increase mula February 23. Pwede po bang, sa buong mundo po to again, no? So pwede po bang ma-explain sa mamamayan ng DOE bakit ganon? No? Bakit sa dinami-dami ng mga bansa sa buong daigdig na apektado nito, pinakamataas yung sa Pilipinas o kasama sa pinakamataas yung pagtaas. Bakit po ganun?
Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, Secretary
Yes,
Sharon,
Mr.
please.
Actually, we are the highest in the percentage of increase, but we are not the highest in price.
I said that.
We're actually one of the in the middle sa price compared to the rest of the world. We are just the most vulnerable in terms of like what's happening now. Yung response niya, tayo yung pinakamataas na akyat. I'll explain na lang, Mr. Chair, how do companies derive their prices. No? About 94% of that price is on the cost of goods. Which means not only how much the barrel is, the premium, ang premium po dati $5 yan, ngayon naging $60. Freight and insurance are way much higher. So nag-increase na po lahat niya yan. And that composes, and all the transport and everything else, it's 94%. Our taxes, depends kasi sa presyo ng cost of goods, but there's excise tax of 6 pesos is on diesel and VAT effective around 11% of that. No? So that's 94% yung landed cost niya, tapos add mo yung VAT, and then you have to add the cost ng biofuel, which is about 3%. Tapos yun po yung natitira yung kita nila. There are varying reports on how much they earn from this, Mr. Chair. It can go from, this time, it could go from negative up to 10%, Mr. Chair. Yun yung structure niya. And we have confirmed this actually, Mr. Chair, when PNOC started buying. And true enough, lahat po to na presyo ng cost of goods are confirmed kasi yun din yung binabayaran ng PNOC. So, why are we highest in responding? I think it's our oil structure also of our industry. Kasi fully liberalized siya eh. And we don't have any buffers. We tax it. We don't have any buffers as into price control. Wala na tayong oil stabilization fund. Unlike the other countries that are less vulnerable, meron silang subsidy on their pump price, and they have their own source of oil, and also they have their own bigger refineries. We only have one as of today, sir. Only 30% yan galing sa refinery. So the structure of our oil industry is really very vulnerable to such events like this, Mr. Chair.
So, thank you, Mr. Chair. Nabanggit niyo